Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my February wrap up for you. February was all about the romance books that I had planned to read, which I got through, I think, 8 books of the 13 or 14 that I had planned for February, which is actually really great. February is when I tend to get a lot of books done and when I tend to pick up some extra books for my reading challenge so I can boost my reading goal for the year. So let's go ahead and dive into what I read this month. Okay, so the first book that I finished this month was Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I do have a full book review for this one going up in March. It was supposed to go up in February, but I did have some computer problems at the end of February. But this was such a good book and I knew I was gonna like it when I went into it, and I fell in love with it, and I can't wait to continue with the Brown Sisters novels because I have a feeling they're gonna be so good. This one got a full 5 out of 5 stars from me. Okay, so next up we have a couple of ebooks that I read. So I did start with the Alphabets books because those are really short and very quick and easy reads for me. So the first one, Rescued. This one we got to see more of Sam and Dean, who I think they had a short novella at the end of the Team Alpha series. It was like a holiday short. So this was their full story and them setting up a new team under the Team Alpha's parent company or whatever. This was really great. This one got a 4 out of 5 stars. Okay, so next up was Abduction. This one kind of had a like lovers to enemies kind of thing going for it, and I really loved Adrian and Pierce. They hated each other, but it was also really hilarious. It was just so funny because they literally like locked eyes and they just like instantly hated each other, and then, you know, they fell into bed together and the rest is history. It was such a good book. This one got a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Okay, so next up is Conversion. This is Alphabets number 3. This one I felt could have used a trigger warning at the beginning of the book, especially since I'm reading the book as the omnibus edition. This one definitely could have used a trigger warning for conversion camps, but overall I really did enjoy this one. This one followed Micah and Gizmo, 2 ends of the spectrum. So Gizmo is very tech savvy, Micah is very like wants to live off the grid, and they just kind of meet together, and it was so funny. And I really like that they both kind of want this big huge family, which is so cute in my opinion, and they were both completely on the same page about that. This one also got a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It would have been 4 stars if it had had a trigger warning. Okay, so next up I took a little bit of a break from the Alphabet series and I dove into Awkward, which is the second book in the Ice Knights romantic comedy series. This one kind of went from like a one night stand at Tessa's best friend's wedding to an unexpected pregnancy and, you know, falling in love slowly. And it was just really cute, and I really loved Cole. So Cole is very like regimented, and he's not OCD necessarily, and I don't think he would qualify as OCD, but he's very like set in his ways. He eats the same thing for breakfast. He has a schedule that he likes to follow. He likes to not deviate from that schedule. And Tess is very geeky, nerdy, messy, and she runs a flower shop, and Cole is a hockey player, and I love them together. They're so kind of like unconventional, and this book will have you laughing out loud and then it will kick you in the gut. And I also really loved that Cole's like a stress baker and he's a hockey player, and he just takes all of these treats to his hockey mates and just lets them eat everything to their heart's content. It's just so cute. This one got a solid 5 out of 5 stars, and I would highly recommend this one if you guys haven't read the series yet. Okay, so next up we have another ebook. This one is Candy Kisses. So this one is probably my least favorite out of this particular series so far. I did read this one on Valentine's Day, since it is Valentine's Day themed. So in this one I felt like the relationship between Mason and Donovan was kind of forced. So at the beginning of this book, Mason's talking about, you know, being broken up with on Valentine's Day with Devin like 10 years in the past. They were engaged, broke it off on Valentine's Day, and then he's just kind of devastated. And then Devin comes back into his life on Valentine's Day, you know, to try to save him. Donovan's a firefighter, that kind of stuff. There's, you know, firebug going around or whatever. And then things just kind of like, they instantly got back together. Like all of the hurt was never there. It's just like, that wasn't real great. This whole series is about, you know, romance, and they didn't really have a whole lot of like that romance thing going on until like the last 12 pages, and then it felt like everything just was like warp speed. And I really felt like they could have used a little bit more breathing room than, you know, what they got to build their story, because all you get is like nothing. There's like some plot, but then like no romance till the last 12 pages, which I would have rather had that spread out a little bit more and have them actually talk to each other. I mean, I still liked this book and I'm gonna keep reading the series, but this one one just didn't really do it for me. This one got a 2.75 out of 5 stars. Okay, one more ebook. So next up I read Valentine Omega's Baby. This one was a kind of surprise read. I saw it for free in the Kindle free section. I downloaded it, I read it. It was really good. This one's kind of like a novella within a series. It was really interesting. I liked the writing. The characters felt really developed for it being 87 pages long. The world building just kind of felt like, you know, you just dove in and you're just following these characters. And I mean, it was really well developed for being super, super short. This one got a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So my graphic novel for this month was Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me. This was really, really good. I really liked this kind of discussed toxic relationships. It's got a really great art style, and I really love the use of pink to highlight things. So this one, I really liked that, you know, it discussed toxic relationships, but it also talked about friendships and how that can be affected by relationships. There's like relationship advice in there for the character. I also really liked that the stuffed animals and like the little dolls and figurines kind of had like a running commentary on things. It was really cute. I think the only thing I would have changed about this book was the length, because there were several like side things that I would have loved to explore, like the parents' relationship, the stuff going on with Doodle, and a couple of other things that were just kind of left hanging. It didn't get really addressed that I would have loved to have, you know, gotten a little bit more information about. But other than that, this book was really, really good. And this got a solid 4 out of 5 stars. Now on to the 2 books that I'm currently reading. So the first of which is The Boyfriend Project. I kind of got a little bit stalled on this one. I really like the writing and I like the characters, but there was just something that lost a little bit of interest, and I just need to get that momentum back. So I'm hoping to maybe keep this one as a side read while I'm reading a lot of other stuff too. Yeah, this one's really good so far. I just lost a little bit of momentum. Okay, so the ebook that I'm currently reading is Chained, which is Alphabet's number 4. I'm almost at the 50% mark on this one. This is really good. It's shaping up to be probably, I don't know, 3.5, 4 stars so far. All right, so that is my very, very long February wrap up. What have you guys read this month? And did you guys have a favorite book? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already and would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.